Good afternoon. I would like to thank the media for helping us get this message out during this phase of the investigation. And after a combination of people that have come forward in the last, say, 24 hours, and through our investigative efforts, we have now identified individuals. This time, a arrest warrant has been issued for felony theft. The individuals that are named are Adam Curtis Williams and an Amanda Nover, who are being sought. She's being sought as a person of interest at this time. We believe that Williams to be the driver of the vehicle that belonged to the Butlers, and this person is considered armed and dangerous. We ask that people not approach these individuals, but simply that we ask if you have had some contact that you please come forward. Currently, we believe that these individuals may have absconded to Mexico. Law enforcement is working with our Mexican authorities to locate the subjects at this time. And we are simply asking help in locating any of these persons of interest if anyone knows them. Again, we just simply ask that if anybody has any information, please contact the Kleberg County Sheriff's Office and at our telephone number 361-595-8500. With that, if you guys have any follow-up questions, we'll take them at this time.
Have Mexican authorities been involved now with this? And has there been any sightings today of the couple?
We have no further information at this time with that regard.
What time were you alerted of this new development, of their names?
Just this morning.
Obviously, he's a known subject to y'all.
We do not know him, no. We don't have any information other than what we've provided you.
There's not a background on either of them?
Background meaning what?
Criminal background, anything that you've looked at?
Those would be comments that we would rather not discuss as it may be a pertinent part of the investigation.
Have the Butlers met these people when they were on the beach? Is there any connection or relationship there about how they came across these people?
It's possible that they may have had contact, and one of the reasons why we want to talk to them.
I noticed Chief Deputy Garza is holding something over here. Now it looks like he has some distinct tattoos. What are some things that people can look out for to help find him?
As mentioned yesterday in our conference, I believe that individual has numerous tattoos on his body. I believe he has some gauges in his ears, as looks like these large earrings. Again, this is pretty much what we have at this point. As to just wanted to get the information out to you guys as to the developments and certainly the ID of Mr. Williams and his passenger.
How forthcoming are Mexican authorities right now?
We've put it out to them, and they've been very cooperative to this point. So we'll see how that develops.
Where are the two suspects from, and do you know what type of jobs they held, what type of background they have that's non-criminal?
I'm not at liberty to discuss what they were doing, or because we may just simply not know their backgrounds as according to what they may hear. They apparently both these individuals are from the Utah area.
And you were able to get arrest warrants on these two? Have any bonds been set, and what exactly are the charges? So
the initial arrest warrant is in for Adam Williams only. We still are, again, the female has not been, we do not have a warrant for her at this time. That may be forthcoming. But again, at this point, she's just a person of interest.
And they are husband and wife?
I don't know if they're married or not married, so I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Do they have a child, a dog with them?
I do know that there was from the information that we saw, from the surveillance information that we had, that there may have been a dog in the car. But other than that, we're not sure about the child or if there was, who that identified person may be.
There's no chance that dog is a cat or one of the cats of James and Michelle Butler?
No.
Okay. And also, there's no reason to believe these two are in this area anymore. They're believed to be in Mexico, we don't know that for sure.
We don't have any reason to believe they're still in the area, but that's the information we have at this point.
You mentioned they're from Utah. Any word on what they were doing here in the Coastal Bend area?
No, we don't know why they were here.
Mr. Butler's cell phone, which I guess the one that was pinging and how they were able to find the body in the dunes, did that cell phone capture or record any interaction?
Not
this
that we're
couple?
not that we're aware of. No, sir.
When you spoke with customs or Mexican authorities when they were crossing over, did they use their identification or did he pose as James Butler?
We wouldn't be able to tell you anything about that either.
And do you believe that these two people are possibly the only ones involved in all this, or are there more people?
It's possible there are other people.
How old are the persons of interest?
I believe Mr. Williams was born in 1986, and Ms. Novera was born in 1987.
Any word on social media floating around about these two individuals, and were you alerted through social media of who they were?
No mention of social media at this time, no.
And you still cannot release the manner of death of the Butlers?
We're still withholding that at this time, yes. Anything else? John, you want to speak?
Just some clarification. Once again, I'd like to echo the sentiments of the sheriff. We really appreciate all the help that the media has given us to develop leads. We're going to continue to ask the media to please play an important part of this investigation, to encourage people to come forward with information they know. The more information we have, the better case we have. Any type of sightings, any type of information around that time would help us. I'd like to clarify, after shortly before the news conference yesterday, we got some information, and then later on, after the news conference, partially due to this type of media, we got some more information gradually, and we were able to develop who our suspect was. We weren't able to confirm it until later. Some of the attributes, if you look at the picture, it's hard to tell, but above his left eye, he has a scar, and below his left eye, he has a scar. It may or may not be covered by makeup at the time. He also has two moles in very specific places, one above his left eye and one on his left cheek. The tattoos are very noticeable around his neck area, and again, he has thick gauges. He's a white male. We would assume average height, average build. At this time, we're just looking forward to going forward and gathering more evidence, basically, for the investigation.
If he is caught and found, what's next?
Well, right now, he's facing a felony theft charge, and that's what we have the evidence for. As we continue to gather evidence, we'll see where the evidence shows. Basically, we have to follow the evidence.
And right now, it could just be felony theft. We're still not certain who is responsible for the double murder.
I won't go that far. Again, we're still looking at all the evidence we've gathered. We're getting so many leads and so many different avenues that we have to track down and go through that we haven't actually completed with all the evidence we have on hand at this time. So I hesitate to say that this is all, but this is what we're charging him. We feel confident that we have probable cause to charge him with at this time.
Who signed off on the arrest warrant, and has there been a bond set, and if so, how much is it?
I believe Judge Polcher, the district judge for the 105th District Court, actually was set, or the suggestion was be set at $1 million.
So technically, they did cross the border to Mexico.
Yes, sir. The information we have at this time is that a man and a woman fitting this description, we believe it to be him, crossed into Mexico.
Are you able to give that port of entry? Is it Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Piedras Negras? Do we know exactly where?
I believe it's Eagle Pass.
So it's Piedras Negras where they pass through.
That's correct.
I believe so, yes, ma'am.
Any of the vehicles turned up? Did the Butler's vehicle turn up anywhere in Mexico yet?
We have not had sightings that I know of from the Butler's vehicle. Again, any sightings that may have happened are kept closely with the investigation phase at this point. And so I'm unaware one way or the other whether they've been cited.
Any credit cards or personal stuff that might be
We are,
taken in a good location?
we're going to keep any type of information like that. We're not going to discuss that at this time.
Is there a day that the two cross the border? Are you able to release that information, what day that happened?
I believe the date of the photograph, was it the 21st?
Yeah, something like that.
I believe it was the 21st.
And,
How important is the cell phone to the investigation? Is it something you're actively looking for?
Again, we're not at liberty to discuss that aspect of the investigation.
you released the still shot of that video surveillance, but will you be releasing that video surveillance to give viewers and people a better idea of how these people look and their mannerisms,
We believe that for the purposes that it was publicized to the media, we believe it served its purpose. We want to be careful is not to somehow taint the jury pool with excessive pictures or anything else. What we want to do now is we want to ask the public, if you've seen these two people, to please come forward. Anything about whether their present location is, or in the past, if you've had interactions with them, we'd ask you to please contact the Kleberg County Sheriff's Department. Okay.
Sir, can you have your first and last name, sir, please?
Oh, my name is John Hubert. I spell my last name Hubert.
And your title, please.
District Attorney for Kleberg and Kennedy counties.
Sir,
And it's Sheriff Richard Kirkpatrick, Kirkpatrick.
At this time, is there any motive?
Again, that's part of the ongoing investigation that we decline to comment on at this time.
Okay,
Once again, thank you very much, and I believe the Sheriff's Office will
yes.
schedule future if we have any update on the information.
And we'd like to, share these with you at this time.
I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a long time. I'm glad you still have it.